yard to look at the big hammer.
What's up, guys? And welcome to the Jamaica Funk Show. And tonight, I have the pleasure of having both my co-hosts with me. I got Joe.
Hello, people.
I got Christos.
Hello, everybody.
And we got our special guest host, Miss Janine Ingram.
Hey, special.
Yes.
With a capital S.
Yes. So, guys, tonight we're going to talk about the Love Journey Inc. We're going to talk about the Sunrise Service. We're going to talk a little bit about hip-hop. Joe, you got another piece of poetry? Not one of them 6-minute long ones?
I can pull up something.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you would have it in.
Me neither. It was nice.
That was a
it
joke.
was nice.
It's a good thing it was an ode to women and not an ode to Christos.
No, that was a joke.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, okay.
And
Later.
Christos has his thoughts, and he might have a joke for us if we're good. So I want you all to sit back, relax, grab that last piece of jerk chicken or whatever it is that you're eating, drinking, and whatever, and get back to listen to some Shona. Mama, shut your mouth. Reggae music. Well, Ironman.
From the very first time I laid my eyes on you, my heart says follow through. But I know now that I'm way down on your line. But the wait and feel is fine. So don't treat me like a puppet on a string, 'cause I know how to do my thing. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, been sitting here, baby. I've been waiting on you, baby. I've been keeping my cool, taking it smooth, watching all the guys manufacturing lies. Now I know it's time to break away from the crowd. You and me ought to be alone. Far away from the loud, where our voices are the only sound. Oh, could you be that person? Yeah, be that person that would be with, I'd give my last for. Break away, one and one. Introduction to a part of me that's little known. You'll fit just right in my humble home. No restriction, you'll be free to do. I'm giving me to you, so could you? Tingo. You hear that? That girl them out of bubble over here. Up to the time, you know it's called 10. Told them I'm here. See me aside, the ladies, you know, living a life eccentric, authentic sky. Those ladies over there, I think they need some antiseptic. You You know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when you born side natural. No boy can't say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. Cause you know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when you born side natural. No boy can't say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. You no carry me a tea, that a dirty class. So if a your man she want, she no fit her. Stretch her hand when you a pass, make you chop it out. If you in a Versace shot, start your pop it out. She in a dirty shot, tell her, take it out. So push it out. To how you take Magdalene to her. When you shop in a Jamaica, you shop a manapa. And legally, she can't shop in a very bar. You know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when you born side natural. No boy can't say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. Cause you know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when you born side natural. No boy can't say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. CRDNG mean dirty garments. And our life rewind to the past tense. Cause it's full of torments. Jerry Springer suffer in front of a life through the hard ends. But you're not a disgrace to your parents. You deal with them various monthly payments. Your life in a sequence. Your body full of iron, calcium, necessary ingredients. You know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when you born side natural. No boy can't say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal. Cause you know beg for the hot girl. You was a cute baby when you born side natural. No boy can't say you casual. As usual, give them phone number refusal.
Okay, guys, so we're back, and we're here talking about Bible stuff, Quran stuff.
No, I said I want to read the Quran. So I have my own information with my mind to understand what the Quran says about life, death, future, whatever is the way proceed life. It's nothing wrong with that. So that's what I want to do. And after that, I can read the Torah, and after Torah, I can read something else.
But what is the purpose of reading all this stuff?
That is my
what
question.
is that? What's
going to
your
do
purpose
for you? What?
Yeah.
Right.
Why do you need these?
Okay. In everywhere, my original purpose is this. In America, in English, we call it a God, right?
Okay.
Okay. The Greeks, they call it theos, which means the same thing.
Right.
In the Arab world, they call it Allah,
Right.
right? Which means the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, to me,
And the Africans call them Yahweh or I can't think of the other name.
whatever the name is,
But-
so it all means the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to learn that God, it's not a human being, it's not a man or a woman, it's the power and the strength and everything else we see around us, it's God.
Well, yeah, but that's a part of God, but we're part of God too. We're all gods. We're all are living beings, including the plants and the animals and the humans. We're all living beings with spirits, whether you believe it or not.
Not the plants.
Okay, so but the point is,
The
what is
plants live
your
and
point?
die.
Right.
Plants live.
Do
They
you know that
they
there are
birth
people-
and they die, just like
There-
human
there are
beings do.
No, they don't.
Wait a
Yes,
minute,
they
Chris-
do.
Christos,
They don't have
do
the
you
soul.
know?
Yes, they do.
Wait a minute, Christos.
That's what gives them their animation.
Christos, hold on one
They
second.
get they get the sun gives them the phosphorus, and that's how they grow.
The sun gives us that too,
Right.
and that's
Phosphorus.
how we grow.
Okay, so here's the thing, Christos.
Yes,
do
tell me.
you know that there are vegans? You know vegans. They don't eat meat. They don't eat things that have a nervous system.
Yeah, because they deprive themselves from the real things in life.
Okay. Somehow I knew this was going to get lost on you. And now we're going to talk about love and hip hop.
Yes.
I just want to add one thing, but
Yeah.
I think it's interesting when you get to see God from different perspectives. Because when I just had the Bible, I only knew God from that perspective. But reading the Quran or reading, the Hindu Bible, and reading the Torah or understanding God from a different, or the Buddhism, and really the I Am Sanctuary, understanding the Ascended Masters gave me a much different view.
I mean, for
of
example,
who
yeah.
and whether we call it God, Supreme Being, Allah, however we call this wonderful eternal love and presence, it illuminated my mind in such a different way.
Even with atheists, everybody agree on there's some kind of power. There's some
Entity,
kind of
yeah.
power
Yeah.
that gives us whatever it is we have.
Right.
everybody agree. They may not call it God,
Right.
but they call it something.
And if you really look at it, Christos, atheists would believe more that they're their own gods than you and I would believe in a one God or supreme being, because they don't believe in just one supreme being. They're like, and I'm just paraphrasing a lot of the things that I've heard. There's no such thing as God, but yet they believe everything that they say is true. And doesn't that make them their own God?
Well, what I want to say is this. Yes, but I want to say this. You bring two different religions, which is man-made actually. If it has numbers and letters, men wrote it. Let's make that straight to people. And you have different religions say those are the traitors, they're non-believers. I'm like, what?
Well, but
You're all the same God. Here's a believer. What are you talking about?
Here's the thing.
So I want to read to see where they're coming from, and they call these people
but
non-believers.
it's all,
but
but wait a minute. Here's the thing. All of those things, every last one of them was written by a man.
Right.
I don't care whatever book you pick up, it was written by a man. Let me finish. And because it was written by a man, it is a man's opinion of what is so. The Bible is a conglomerate of men and women's opinion of whatever was so to them.
Right.
But it's just because it's their reality doesn't necessarily make it your reality. And I understand you want to investigate all these different things so you can get a composite of all these people's, all these different teachings reality.
Exactly.
Which is absolutely fine. But I ain't going to spend 45 minutes on the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, and all the rest of them. I'm going to talk about
love journey and the love journey.
Thank you.
All right, let's do that.
Because really, that's not even a 45-minute conversation.
But anyways, no, that's an hour.
Longer, whatever.
But Janine, tell us about the love journey.
Okay, well, my name is Janine Ingram, and the love journey was started 9 years ago in May, actually.
Yes.
It was started in May, and my girlfriends called me one night, and they were all going through different processes. And they said, Janine, no matter what you go through, you always seem to smile, and you always seem to come out with victory, and we want to understand your process and your view of God, believe it or not. And so we started. They said, well, let's start a prayer line, and they took a lot to push me into it. I finally decided it, and we put together the line, and now it's 9 years later, all over the world. It was just 5 of my friends, and I never advertised. And one day I looked up, and we had thousands of people from all over the world.
And not only that, but the great thing about this love journey, which was once a prayer line, the people that support you on this and in this endeavor just show up.
Yeah, they do.
They just show up. Nobody gets nominated. Nobody gets designated. They literally show up and designate themselves
they do.
as this person or that person.
That's true.
Which is it's phenomenal in the sense that everybody get it. Whatever it is, they get it.
Well, I believe because the basis of everything, in my opinion, is love. And I believe when you come from an energy, because I believe love is a vibratory energy that harmonizes and unites and unifies. I think so many times when we come together to talk about spirit of God, we're always looking at what diversifies us and not what unifies us. And I think love is the unifying process.
Element, yeah.
And I believe because everything that the love journey does, we do it from love. And we teach love. We teach that everything is about love. Even when it doesn't feel good, we want to know, how can we see you in the eye of love in this situation right now? Because everything is a reflection of love. And that's what we basically teach. So our mission statement says that the Love Journey's mission is to educate, motivate, and elevate the consciousness, which is another word for awareness, of our people. And teach people how to become architects. We assist people into becoming architects of their own lives through wisdom, courage, faith, wisdom, love, passion, and purpose. Because we believe each life comes to the planet for a purpose.
Absolutely.
I totally agree with you. This, and to even make it even better, I will say this: not only we have a reason for being here, but God put all 4 of us and the people watching us on Facebook to live on this earth as visitors today, now. Because if I was born 100 years from today, I will never meet you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm here on this earth, together with everybody else that driving around, walking around, talking, be fair, good to one another, and that will show us our great spirit and our great soul. And when we go up there, if there is up there, we're going to be together again.
Sure.
So,
Go ahead. I was just going to say, so the Love Journey meets every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. And people from all around the world, West Coast, East Coast, they come.
Other countries.
They're in Germany,
Yeah.
we in all kind of.
Yeah,
UK,
they're international.
Japan, Greece, we global.
Yeah.
We definitely a global conversation. And every morning it's a conversation because I don't ask people to believe what I believe. I ask people to find out for themselves because the truth lives in all of us. See, I growing up, my mother was a drug addict, and I grew up in the street. In the street, they always say, "Gang recognize gang." Well, I believe truth recognize truth. Something happens in our body when we really hear the truth. I call them God bumps. Some people call them goosebumps. When I know I'm hearing the truth, something happens inside me that lets me know this is the truth. And so I give information. I bring people to bring information, and you get to decide for you how this works for you and navigate God in your own way.
I think that's something that you could probably really get some answers to for yourself as you read and do your journey, because we all take a spiritual journey in our life, and some of us don't even realize we're taking a spiritual journey, but without any guidance. And the conversation is definitely a guidepost, just to even if you don't respond to the call, just kind of like dial in and listen and see what's going on. Because I do that sometimes. I'll just dial into certain phone calls and have conference calls and just listen, because we all need to get answers, or at least something to give us a foundation where we can say, okay, I got this information, I got this information. What does that mean? And you are literally on a spiritual journey.
Let's maybe in your show, maybe you should ask the question I'm going to ask now. What can man do when he loves a woman and she doesn't care?
Well, I always think everything outside of us is a barometer for what's happening on the inside. If something is rejecting me on the outside, or something is not showing up the way I want, I'm asking myself, what is this lesson for me? What is this for me to learn in this situation right now? If I'm constantly being rejected from somebody that I'm showing affection, what is it that I need to learn for myself? Where inside myself am I rejecting myself? For me to attract to me a situation like this. That would be my answer.
What is that?
Well, what she's saying is sometimes we meet ourselves along the way. There's something about us that we see in that other person that we don't like. So here's the thing. You're being loving to this woman, so you think. Mm-hmm. But she's not reciprocating it. She's not being loving back to you.
Right.
So what we're saying is the possibility is your idea of loving is really not her idea of loving. It doesn't show up as loving to her. So she responds to you how you fell over in her lap.
So while you're busy saying that she doesn't love you back, what you're not hearing is what she's saying to you. She might be saying to you, I want to respond to you, but right now you're not coming to me in the way that I can respond in a positive way.
Well, it can be positive or negative.
No, what he's saying is she's rejecting him.
We understand that.
I know you know that. Christos.
I come up the wrong way.
Well, I'm not saying the wrong way, but she has a specific way, and you just have to find that way. And let's face it, the possibility exists. Y'all just maybe are not the two people that should be together. You have to consider that too. And that goes back to your previous statement of we have to love ourselves, or we already know we love ourselves.
Yes.
And how this person stays in relationships. Don't settle.
Abusive relationships because we're afraid to go out because we don't think we can make it.
You might be holding back something really wonderful that could happen in your life, trying to figure out why you can't be with that person.
Blocking something really wonderful from coming into your
life. Because you keep
by
staying
stagnant
to
in that
do this thing that's really become a negative in your life.
So is it time? Is it such? Well,
nobody can answer that question.
Yes,
what were you going to say, Janine?
Well, to me, and I'm just going to go back to what you said because I truly believe that everything happens in divine order. And you said that this was a divine meeting even right here. Well, she's a divine meeting to you too. What is it that she needs to teach you? And what is it that you need to learn?
I think she wants to teach me patience, maybe.
Whatever it is, when you learn it, one or two things will happen. You would decide that this is not for you, or the energy would change because life operates on frequency.
Her energy is always negative.
Okay. Yeah, but that's to you. So that might be your energy. You might be the negative one because when we can see certain things, in order to recognize a certain way of being, you have to have had experience with that way of being. You can't recognize something you've never seen before or you've never experienced before because you got to experience it to know it. So what you're recognizing as negative may be you instead of her.
Good point.
And it's a reflection of you because she is a reflection of you. You know, the most intimate relationships are reflections, is our mirror. And that's where we learn our most biggest, most valuable lessons is in intimate relationships.
But some people say, oh, get rid of her, find somebody else, more fish in the ocean. And some people say, be patient. Maybe this is the last key that you will hold to open the door. So everybody's come up with their own ideas.
Sometimes you can just get too much information. You already know, your gut has been telling you repeatedly what to do, and you are the one who is rejecting what needs to be done. She just said it. You look in the mirror and say to yourself all this stuff, but nobody really knows the fine details of what goes on between you and her. So no matter what either one of us tells
nothing going on between me and her.
But again, no matter what either one of us tell you, you're the only one who knows the fine details and exactly what it is that you know you need to do. You're, in my opinion, and it's my humble opinion, because I haven't been married for a long time, so I don't have a whole lot of other relationships to go through. But in my opinion, when you're in a relationship and it's going bad, and no matter what you do, it keeps going bad. It doesn't change, it doesn't grow, it's just stagnant. Then you're keeping something from happening, and it's in you, not her.
Why not her?
Well,
because you're the only one who knows what's going on in your head.
But wait a minute. Let me just say this.
Yes.
Because we are individuals, the only person you can control is yourself. You cannot control her. You cannot control how she's thinking or even know how she's thinking. The only person you have any control over is Christos and Christos' thoughts.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what's going on in her head. It doesn't matter what she's not doing or doing. What really matters is what you doing and not doing and what's going on in your head. Because the only person you have any control over is Christos. So I say this to say, obviously, because you in one breath you say that you got something going with this woman, and then in another breath you say ain't nothing going on.
No, I'm not saying I have something going in my head.
Just listen. So what you need to figure out, number one, what do you really want? And number two, what's going on? Like, really, what is this about? This relationship that you keep chasing after and then ain't chasing after. I mean, because it's like you chasing your tail. You know?
I'd like to ask you a question. How many times have you met this woman in other bodies? So you might be with her now, but how many times has this happened to you? Is this the first time you've been in a relationship like this, or has it been often?
This is the first time.
So you've never seen it before, therefore you don't.
You never had any other women to treat you the way this woman is treating you.
Right, and I don't chase other women. I don't care about other women.
We're not talking about whether or not if you chase other women. What we're saying is...
I'm concentrating this.
But that's not what we're asking you. What we're asking you in your past relationships before her, before she ever showed up.
Yeah.
have you experienced this in your other relationships?
No.
In some kind of way. I mean,
No.
because what happens?
No, this is completely different.
So with that being said, this is why you're having such a hard time with it. KT, and I think Janine may have said it early on in this conversation. If it's something that you've never seen or recognized before, it's going to be hard for you to deal with.
But you can't.
But
listen, you
you
cannot put a name. You cannot put a name to anything that you've never seen before. So here's the thing. He's putting a name to it.
What's the name, Christos?
Negative.
Yeah.
She has a negative reaction to me. So it's something. If he can call it negative, then he's experienced it before. Whether or not if he wants to,
it could be
somewhere,
women in his
somewhere, you've experienced it before.
Probably
you cannot,
not to this level or to this extent or whatever, but you have experienced it.
If you sit down and look in your life, you will recognize that this is something that you have had experience with in other relationships. There's something that came up in other relationships because it replays itself until you get it. And it's going to keep on replaying until you get it. You just ain't recognize it. You got to have a paradigm shift in order for you to get present to you.
So that means you gotta flip the switch on the way you're thinking about the way things are going. That's what a paradigm shift is. You got to stop thinking, I'll do what I've always done and it'll eventually work, because that's just not happening.
Your paradigm won't shift.
Right.
Your paradigm will not shift until you can see it. Right. And that's not always easy. That's not always easy.
Well, the paradigm is this. People say, or I always advise other people, if go find somebody else.
But you won't take your own advice.
No, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to find anybody.
You know that other conversation that we said we wasn't going to spend the next 45 minutes talking about?
What?
Well, guys, you know what? Wait a minute, guys.
I want to hear your
opinion. Wait a minute. You're going to hear Janine's opinion. We'll do it on Facebook, but we're going to take a break. We're going to get some reggae music going while we take that break. And we'll be back very, very shortly, guys. So enjoy the music. Well,
say you love me, no, I love you more. When you say you need me, no, I need you more. Boy, I adore you. Boy, I adore you.
Alright, so fine, yes girl, you're so fine. Think we really need to spend more time. See it clear, cause I love you, you're not blind. If it was a felony, me charge for the crime. Girl, don't play with my mind. I will be there, will never treat you unkindly. I'm yours, so girl, just be mine. Tell you, say me love you from a long, long time.
When you say you love me, no, I love you more. When you say you need me, no, I need you more. Boy, I adore you. Boy, I adore you.
Yeah, baby girl, from the start you have a place in my heart. Up in my mind, soul, body in my thought. You know that this is real from the beginning, we never depart. Solid cause we never fall short. Baby, you adore me, I adore you. Whatever the case is, you know I will be there for you. And I will never ignore you. Girl, just remember one
someday, I know that we're gonna move from here to our own place. I believe that we are gonna make it through God's grace. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, baby, but have a little faith, 'cause I'll never leave you, no. I will be there every time you close your eyes. I will be there.
string it up, we want to hear the sound. Woy. See man and woman, them a rock. Everybody feel a vibe, nobody a no dead stock. No pain when music hits, Robert Nesta said that. So pull up that one you from top. That one you name reggae make you rock. Reggae make you rock some more. I say rubber,
Alongside me queen,
reggae make you rock some more.
I feel like scan. No. Scan to the reggae music. Lord. I feel like grooving. Lord. Groove to the reggae music. Lord. Go on and skank with me, baby. Gonna make you mine if it takes all night. Lord. Spend some time with me, lady. Let me love you till you can't take no more. Lord. Alright. Go make we take on the dance floor. Money in me pocket and pretty girl I roll. Rubber up it till a man in sweater bust through me pores. Liquor on table, I grate the smoke. The permit said too, but we just now go home. Check it up, select that this I wanna eat down. Rastaman in the corner we teach a listen my load. And the youth them step out of pop sport. I feel like skank. Lord. Skank to the reggae music. Give her your walk, give her your walk propaganda. I no need you for nine man veranda. Yes. Leave people business alone. Hey, beg you a walk propaganda. I no want it for nine man veranda. Yes. Leave people business alone. Yes. I know you don't know the fullness, yet you come and stir up and snares. You ready now to tell me lies, ready for subtract and multiply. Someone told you the story, and yet you act as if you were there. I don't want you around me, just act like you don't know me. Beg you a walk propaganda. I don't need you for nine man veranda. Yes. Leave people business alone. Beg you a walk propaganda. I don't want it for nine man veranda. Yes. Leave people business alone.
Ching shot. Your body still feel like it never been touched yet. Don't know, baby, me feel make you happy all your life. The touch you give me, I know me not gonna let you go. Cause every time you touch me, you feel like a girl, yeah. You run me the boy, where was I come? Yeah. Remember when you tell me say you have enough? Yeah, bumper big, body turn up. Oh. You make the ground shake when we love up. Oh. You alone make me feel amazing. You alone me a chafe, you know. Now the planet don't need makeup. Love you forever and we not break up. Till my life over, everybody know you are me lover. Me give you good love.
We're back, and we've been over here beating up Christos.
He let us.
Yes.
But we don't know if it's the truth or
I
not.
was loving you from my soul.
I was
I
loving
think we
beating
were
you
all
up. I ain't
loving
gonna
on
lie.
you.
Well, we don't even know if that's the truth or not.
Well, that's all right. Janine, please tell us about the 9th annual Sunrise Service. When is it and where is it?
Every year we do a sunrise service, and this year is always going to be the first Sunday. Well, it's always been the first Sunday in August, and it's on 39th Street Beach, Oakwood. That's also called Oakwood Street Beach, and that's in Chicago, Illinois. And that's going to be 5:30 in the morning on the first Sunday in August. And this year's theme is the message from the soul.
Wow.
Message from the soul.
The soul.
SOUL, the soul.
Yes.
I like that.
Boy,
Actually, I love that.
that's deep.
What is the message from our soul?
Yeah. What is our soul saying to us?
Well, my soul tells me.
What's your thoughts, man? What is your thoughts?
My thoughts for tonight?
Yeah. What is your thoughts?
Oh my God, I have plenty of thoughts. Let's see.
Well, if we can make it a little quick, we'd be all right. You got like 2 minutes. Give me a quick one.
Oh, I don't have a quick one.
Well, give me a joke.
Well,
He don't have no quick jokes. You know he don't have no quick jokes.
His
I
jokes
have
are
a quick
quicker than
joke.
that.
Okay, I have a quick joke.
Go ahead.
They ask a German guy how to make his wife scream the loudest. He goes, he buys the biggest Mercedes he ever had. He opens the door, he says, here is your wife. She screamed so loud, she was so heavy, broke the windows on the house. The American guy, the same thing. He goes in, he buys the biggest diamond ever the world can have. He goes in and shows her, she screamed so loud, the whole town got together to see it. And there goes the Greek guy, well, to make his wife excited. So he didn't do anything. He went out, he washed his car, then he greased his motorcycle, and then he came in the house and cleaned his hand on the white
tablecloth?
No, on the
towel?
white curtains.
Oh.
And she screamed, yeah.
And she screamed loud. She woke up the dead, didn't she?
She woke up the dead, baby.
You know I would.
You know, the Greek guy. You keep talking about this Greek guy. I'm beginning to think that's you.
No, that's not it.
I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Joe, you got a piece of poetry?
I
like
do
2
actually.
or 3 minutes?
I got something. It's called Predator.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
When he wakes in the a.m., his first thoughts are about his conquest from the night before, how he sought his prey, as he always does, because he can't start his day without thinking about that first. Seek the prey. The very thought of it drives him in his daily life. Stalk the prey, conquer and kill the prey. It's all he cares about when he rises from his night slumber. After he's devoured all that there is from his kill, the remains lying close by him, the smell of blood and sweat in his nostrils, the skin of his prey under his nails, the hair on his bed, the body fluid still moist on his sheets, the smell of perfume, cologne, and alcohol lingering on his breath, smoke from the fire wafting into the morning sky. Just another one of his toys to use to seal the deal and subdue his prey. They never know what's happening until it's too late. As he stands before his mirror admiring his features, his well-chiseled physique, manicured nails, his hair is perfectly coiffed by the best barber in town. Nothing is too expensive. He dresses for the day as a man who's so confident the simplicity of shirt, pants, loafers are all he needs to complete the look. To hell with the establishment and whatever the hell they think. Today, he just wants to make an early kill and call it a day. What's on the lunch menu? She looks delicious. Hey, just close the door on your way out. Her name doesn't matter. Actually, nothing about her does. On to the next kill.
Wow.
That sounds like you, Chris.
Maybe I should take
Wait a
some
minute.
lessons over there,
Wait a
baby.
minute. Wait a minute. Let's. That's deep.
Maybe I should get some lessons.
Wow. No, please don't. No lessons. Not tonight. I want to sleep tonight. I don't want to think about some man killing me for lunch.
It's a sexual conquest.
No,
yeah.
Janine. No. Janine.
Not that kind of eat, though.
No. How about you tell us one more time how people can get a hold of you guys on the Love Journey?
Okay, the Love Journey has a the Love Journey Inc. Facebook page, and we also on Twitter, Love Journey. We have an Instagram page, Love Journey. And if you want to come and be a part of our Love Journey conversation every Monday through Friday, you can contact us at 602-753-1902. That's 602-753-1902, and that is every Monday through Friday. And guess what? It's 6 a.m., family, 6 a.m. Central. And Monday is, we have a very good conversation about the rich and not so famous. The lifestyle of the rich and not so famous.
And while we're doing that, your book.
Oh, yes. And on Fridays, we do the Millionaire Mind Conversation Cafe. And on Thursday, we do Tell Your Truth Out Loud, because there's something powerful about telling your truth out loud. We have great guest speakers and everything. And my book is Born to Be Rich, and you can get that book at Amazon.com. Janine A. Ingram.
Joe, you want to do a real quickie? Tell people how to get a hold of you?
Yes. Why don't you just Google me?
All right.
Wow.
Joe Bright.
All right.
Excerpts
Just
from my
Google.
resume.
Just Google.
And you, Christos?
If you need bed sheets made out of chinchilla, call us.
Call who?
Christos Spurs at 708-562-3877.
And what's your address?
10411 West Cermak Road, Westchester, Illinois.
All right.
Baby. I want some chinchilla.
So, guys, you have been listening to the Jamaica Funk Show. You can catch us here every day because, you know, our shows are, once they're done, they're up there. All you got to do is go to Spreaker.com, Jamaica_Funk_show, or you can go to iHeartRadio. We are a part of the iHeartRadio family. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at the Catherine Winston page. So, guys, we want to thank you.
Before you go, people, don't forget, we're on www.jamaicafunkshow.com.
Thank you.
Everything that you hear tonight is on our website.
Absolutely. www.jamaicafunkshow.com. Guys, there is no you, or there's no us without you.
Go for it, girl.
Thank you for being here with us this evening. We love you. And with that, I'm going to take us out with some music. Well, Ireman.
And thanks for the phone calls.
You know the chicken and the fish can't swim. Good night, my lady. You're too pretty, damn, you're nice, my lady. And me for you get you, me want a baby. Make you fall in all over, beg for a baby. Vision the love when me have for you, girl, and vision the street vines mixed with Baileys. And me for you get you, me want a baby. Make you fall in all over. Me full of manners, me ask politely. See the card that you want to swipe it. Your skin pretty, dash ready nighty. Me give you ticky, but me dash ready Nike. Ladies before gentlemen, so me make girl reach before me. Me say me love her, she say she won't keep it. Belly a cramp up, she say fi go easy. Me swim. Good night, my lady. You're too pretty, damn, you're nice, my lady. And me fi you get you, me want a baby. Make you fall in all over, beg for a baby. Vision the love when me have for you, girl, and vision the street vines mixed with Baileys. And me fi you get you, me want a baby. Make you fall in all over. Me darling, ping me blackberry when your body calling. Play it not the night or not the morning. You say you want the thing, the brother steady yarning. If him reach post, that mean you can't win. If you cheat on the board, them can't say you sin. Please and thanks for love me asking. Me we make your body jump like it the past spring. The egg in the chicken and the fish can't swim. Good night, my lady. You're too pretty, damn, you're nice, my lady. And me for you get you, me want a baby. Make you fall in all over, beg for a baby. Vision the love when me have for you, girl, and vision the street vines mixed with Baileys. And me for you get you, me want a baby. Make you fall in all over. Me full of manners, me ask politely. See the card that you want to swipe it. Your skin pretty.